So I'm going to be talking about why I did my 72-hour fast. But before that, of course, we need to crack the LD and get this started. Okay, let's get into this. So my reasoning behind this wasn't for necessarily weight loss. It wasn't for weight loss at all, actually. Um, it was really just to see if I could do it, and I'm actively for the past couple months been trying to change my relationship to food. Not that I have a terrible relationship with food, but I've come to realize that sometimes I put too much emphasis and energy into food, so to say. So I come from a family where we have nights that revolve around food. So we call them sessions, you know. So when there's a family party or there's any little gathering, it's like, what's the sesh tonight? You know, what are we eating? And that's like a big focal point of the night. The sesh needs to be good. And that's just translated to, you know, meals consistently in my life. So like every night I like to have what I call a session. I don't like to just, you know, sit and eat real quick at night, like my final meal of the night, or the day rather. It's one thing if I'm in a rush, if it's like lunch or whatever, but like dinner, I like to sit and enjoy my dinner and have like a session. That's what we call it. And I'm trying to get away from that and not put so much like energy into the meal. And like it's translated to the point where, say movies and such, if me and my girlfriend or just me alone or whatever it may be, I sit to watch a movie, I feel as if I can't really enjoy the movie or the TV show if I'm not eating something, which isn't, in my view, the healthiest relationship to have with food. And I promise my family I promise we're not big backs, but we definitely like to eat, and we take pride in you know, making good food, and we enjoy making food and feeding others, and it's really a bonding moment between family and friends with my family. Like, we love to invite our friends over to come break bread with us, and we have this saying called zhuzhing in my family. You gotta zhuzh that shit up. So it's like, say you can't just have a regular sub, like a chicken finger. Say you have a chicken finger sub, you gotta zhuzh that fucker up with some, you know, throw some jungle juice on there, or a hoagie, or everything's gotta be zhuzhed. You can't just have fucking chicken wings that aren't zhuzhed up with some. I mean, typically it's mostly jungle juice. We fucking throw jungle juice on everything. What a Costanza roll, sub cheese, you know. And not that I'm trying to, you know, eat bland, so to say. I don't want to eat bland and boring. I still want to enjoy my food, but I want to be able to like sit and really enjoy a movie and not have to be like, oh man, I need to be eating something good. I need to be having a session right now. So it's the point of it was to prove to myself that I can go an extended amount of time without food, and food is not the most important thing in my life, and it doesn't have to consume my thoughts so much. Like I'll be at work and be like, man, what am I gonna eat tonight? What's the sesh gonna be? And it's healthy. I'm eating healthy foods, but it's like I'm just putting too much energy into the food. And that's not just saying like the seasoning and that. I'm still gonna fucking eat good food. I want my food to taste good, but I don't want to have to think all day about what's the meal gonna be. Now on weekends, like today's a Saturday, I've been thinking what are me and my girlfriend gonna eat. But that's because on Saturdays we like to cook together and have a good meal and watch something or just talk or whatever it may be. Tonight I think it's chicken tacos with low carb tortillas and such, and light sour cream. That was my biggest motivator going into this. Was I'm trying to seek to, you know, kind of suppress my views towards food and just be able to eat for pure fuel and not eat for taste. Like, there's often times where I'm pretty full, and I'm still eating just because I enjoy eating and I enjoy the taste of what I am eating. Like fruit, I literally like cannot stop when I'm eating fruit. And I have this kind of scarcity mindset towards it sometimes, where it's like, I think like, oh, if I don't finish all of this, I'll never get it again or something. I don't know. It's a weird way to think, I guess, but I think a lot of people suffer from that. And I think that's why there's, you know, an obesity problem, is because food does taste way too fucking good. It's way too good tasting. So I'm trying to be all right majority of the time. I do a good job of it, but I want just consistently to be able to just, when I know I'm full, just stop eating, you know, and not just keep fucking stuffing my face because I like the flavor of it. So it was just really it's another step in trying to further break that emotional connection to food. So I heard this quote a while back, and it goes, "There's no fulfillment in excess." And that kind of resonated with me because, take food for an example. When you eat in excess, there's no fulfillment from it. You get lethargic, you get bloated, you feel like crap. And I think that's applicable to a lot of things in life. So I go through these bouts of fasting, never this long, but I'll go 24 hours just to constantly be kind of reassuring myself that I don't necessarily, I obviously need it in the long run to live, but I'm okay with going through bouts of not eating and just focusing on getting work done. And, you know, a lot of times I'll be deep into work, and if I start to fade and lose concentration in my work, I'll be like, oh, you have to eat. And it's like always justifiable to stop working to eat, but it's like that doesn't have to be like that. You need to be able to work through hunger sometimes. And I've definitely learned that the past couple months, especially this year, because it has been the hardest I've worked and the most consistent I've worked. So I'm just kind of constantly give myself a gut check here, and this fast was the ultimate gut check. Now my overall summary of the fast went well. The first day I didn't feel that hungry. The second day was really terrible. I felt so fucking hungry. I felt so drained. I just felt like shit. And I was reading online that people say around the 36-hour mark, you start to get this euphoric feeling and the hunger goes away, and that I didn't experience that. I really didn't experience much of a euphoric state until the very, very end when I took that first bite of food. Holy shit. Food has never tasted so good in my entire life. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. It just felt and tasted so good to where, like, I cut the cameras off and I was, like, just zoned out. It felt like I could taste every little ingredient in the food. And I'm really happy I was able to end the fast the way I wanted to end the fast, with some fresh backstrap. That was like a full circle moment. I was really excited that I was able to do that. But day 3, I really wasn't that hungry. At work, I felt really nauseous and just like I was going in and out of just bouts of like extreme fatigue. But then once work was done and I started to hunt in that, I felt really good. I felt no hunger, or I shouldn't say absolutely no hunger. There was just that slight edge of hunger, but nothing I couldn't handle. I definitely think I could have went for another day by day 3. Day 2, I thought I was done. I thought I was going to tap out. But by day 3, I was like, I could maybe do this for 4 days. But all in all, I'm super pleased with myself. It was definitely a learning experience, and it was a fun experience overall. Now that it's said and done, daring it was definitely really fucking mentally challenging. But I was able to push through and make it out the other end, and that was very, very fulfilling and achieving. I felt really good about myself, and I am continuing to feel good about myself with the fact that I was able to do that. So yeah, that is the reasoning behind why I did the 72-hour fast. So thank you guys for tuning in again. I'm having a ball making these videos. I've definitely found my stride, and this is a lot of fun, and I'm going to continue to do these daily uploads, and eventually one day, obviously, the daily uploading is going to have to stop, but I'm going to continue to just keep making videos because it is something that I'm very interested in, and I'm having a fun time doing it. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.